Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius, February 1st, 2022. Your intellect and your way with words have served you well in the past, and now all signs are that you will progress more rapidly toward your goals. Advancement is definitely over the horizon. You might decide to increase your marketability by signing up for a course of some kind, perhaps even for an advanced degree. All systems are go. Onward and upward. Today, you could be drawn to reflect on the past. Maybe you will be reminiscing about your school days. You could be thinking about some of your old friends or your old sweethearts. You've changed a lot since that time, but a piece of that old self still remains. You might need to tap into some part of your old self. You might still have dreams or talents that you need to express from those days. Today, you may begin to reap the rewards of the month's hard work. You put yourself to the challenge of living a more independent, autonomous life. You wanted to mature and push the boundaries of your experience. If you have made a serious effort to change, today will be a day of rest and the pleasant contemplation that you have made positive improvements in your life. You have a generous nature when it comes to relationships. It's easy for you to give of your time, money, and energy in a way that makes life easier for others. Today you may realize that you need to pull back from someone who has been taking too much. Maybe your kid has become spoiled from getting their way all of the time. Or perhaps a friend is asking for money that they should really be earning for themselves. Considering the good influxes of Neptune, luck should smile on you today if you are looking for accommodation or are in negotiations to fix your rent. Of course, the ripe fruit falls by itself, but it does not fall into the mouth, Chinese proverb. In other words, it will take some pains to seize this chance, but the stake will be worth the effort. If you have enjoyed a certain reputation for kindness and gentleness, it may shatter today in 1,000 pieces. The planets Mars and Jupiter will make you aggressive and bossy and put you in conflict with many people around you. But the moon will come and put its 2 cents, making you regret this behavior only when the damage has been done. You're thinking about yourself to the exclusion of family and friends right now, but that's just fine. You spend so much time focused on others that it's only fair to deal with your own needs now and then. Well, you're going to be making some changes today. Your sign is particularly incisive right now, which means you can't help but be the leader of any activities. You present your ideas with enough energy to mobilize the people around you. So, muster up all your courage and take charge of your group, class, or team. It will do everyone a world of good. This might be the perfect day for you to go out and try something completely new. With a day, you're sure to be feeling far more receptive to trying things. The atmosphere will be light and cheerful, giving you the break from life's serious matters you probably need. Perhaps you could make some arrangements to go out with some friends or your special partner to make the occasion even more enjoyable. You may feel emotionally stuck. Perhaps you feel as if your sensitive, loving nature is not fully appreciated by the people around you. The atmosphere of the day is fast-paced and lively, while you would rather just sit at home and relax. Your best strategy for the day is to do just that. Why can no one appreciate this request? Why can no one else see that doing nothing is really doing something, relaxing? Don't let someone talk you into something you don't want to do. Ceres is the first planet to cross the lunar nodes since they returned to your 2 money houses 12 days ago, and this couldn't be more perfect. It will be months before another planet crosses them, and when they do they will have an agenda and will be a lot more focused on the money. That is not the case with the dwarf planet Ceres, who is looking beyond the money to better understand your financial needs and priorities. By crossing the lunar nodes extends Ceres' reach to also looking at your needs and priorities on the income side of the financial fence. The moon not only returns to your romantic sector today, but 12 days after the sun turned the solar spotlight onto matters of the heart, this begins the lead up to tomorrow's new moon. This is the moon's second visit to your romantic sector for the year, and since Jupiter left and with some of the most romantically charged months of 2022 still in front of you, the next few days offer a chance for new beginnings or a fresh start. There is a tremendous amount of power under your belt right now, so be careful how you throw your weight around. You will find that the things you say and do can be quite influential, and you should not underestimate the power of the spoken word. You will find that there is a warrior element within you that is strong and ready to fight at a moment's notice. Look for a noble cause to put this energy towards. Action planet Mars, currently in Virgo, aligns with the moon today. As soon as you wake up, you'll jump out of bed and be eager to embrace life at its fullest. Your energy level will be extremely high, urging you to take life by the horns and be open to anything that comes your way. The flip side to this transit is that we may become a little bit more argumentative because we're unwilling to see points of view other than our own. Think about whether or not you want to engage in an argument before you start picking fights with people out of the blue. The Moon and Mars are both in Virgo, so it's advisable to know when to let your temper flare. You might decide that it isn't worth the drama and take a less aggressive approach to matters. The Moon enters Libra tonight, adding order and balance to our emotions. The Moon in Libra asks us to come to an understanding or reconciliation with friends and partners. Peace and love will fill your heart and mind, giving you the push to make good on promises and be kind in the way you choose to express your innermost sentiments. After this morning's fraught vibes, have a chill evening as you pamper yourself. In the morning, the Virgo new moon opposes Jupiter in Capricorn, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way.